Hey guys, so I went for a great run this morning before I began to edit this video, but I thought I would start it out on a positive note with the theme of running. I'm wearing my Glute sunglasses, which are amazing, and this run was actually the best run since all of the crap that happened to me from COVID. It really motivated me, and I probably will start really looking for races. I've been super excited to get to this point because I had to miss a half marathon I was super ready for in February. I am beyond excited, but let's get on with the rest of the video. Yo, my friends. Coming to you from my room, post-run. Went on a little Monday run, wake me up, get me going, and it was a little bit cold. Arizona seems to be warming up, but in the mornings, it is pretty cold. I still sweat, as you can see, and I felt pretty good on the run. I actually went online and looked up some races this morning because I really want to at least do a race or two in the next couple months, especially before it gets really hot. Once it gets really hot, they actually have evening races, like evening trail races, which I think would be a blast. Gotta get a headlight and maybe an extra little lamp because being on a trail at night sounds kind of risky. Like you could trip and fall on rocks, scratch up your whole body and your face.
And that would not be good.
But I'm gonna take you through my post-run routine on a typical day that I would not go to the gym. I do a lot of post-run stretches, sometimes add in some abs, and also my injury prevention exercises for all you runners out there. Take note, these are very helpful. Some of them I actually do before my run as well. After my run, I actually add in more sets. Before my run, it's more like one short set of like 10. After my run, it's like 3 sets of 25. So without further ado, we're gonna head over into the other room and start with some abs. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow my Instagram, and give me a big thumbs up.
I did that in a different order today. Did you notice?
Anywho, let's head into the other room and do those abs. And I will be doing the blogilates 15-minute ab fit test, which I do have a video from a long time ago where I actually challenged myself to this video to see how well I would do. Go check it out if you have the chance. We're gonna go ahead and start. I may not do the whole thing. We're just gonna get in a good amount of abs and then continue on with the rest of the program.
I can taste your words. I can taste your I can taste your words. I can taste your I can taste your words. I can taste your I can taste your words. I can taste
That's enough of the abs for today. We are going to stretch a bit and then do some glute work. And these stretches are pretty basic. We're gonna start with our hamstring stretch. If we don't have lengthened hamstrings,
Our running is gonna suffer.
you don't have to be a gymnast or be able to do the splits, but you gotta have some flexibility back here because injuries will happen if you don't. We're gonna drop it down to the side because our inner thigh adductor flexibility is also important. Helps keep the hips in balance as well. So we're just gonna get that nice adductor lengthened. And don't forget, do these on both sides.
Don't want to be out of balance, right?
And now that we're done with those, we are going to loosen up our glutes. We want to have a lot of external rotation and internal rotation in our hips, but we're gonna focus on the external because that is where most people and me are lacking, especially on one side. So the pigeon stretch is a great stretch to increase that mobility, but remember, you wanna have strength and mobility. So first we're gonna stretch and then we're gonna do the strengthening. And as you can see, this is my bad side. And there's a trick to get more mobility, and that is to isometrically push into internal rotation. So I'm gonna push my foot against the ground for 10 seconds to fatigue this muscle. And then when I relax, I'm gonna have more mobility. See, relax, drops down a little more. So I'm gonna do that 5 times. Gonna add in a little hip flexor quad stretch. And again, I can do that same thing where I'm pulling away for 10 seconds, fatiguing the extensor muscle, and then when I relax, it goes a little further. And those are some of my basic stretches. I also like to grab my electric cupper and my massage gun and kind of loosen myself up with those.
So let's do that real quick.
And now it's time for some glutes. Us runners don't always love doing glutes, but we know that if we don't, we have such a high risk to get hurt. Keeping our glutes in balance
is vital, so let's go.
And I highly recommend that you invest in one of these. Done with that, now on to the sidestepping, and I'm sure you all have heard of sidestepping, but I'm going to show you the right way to do it. So the key with sidestepping is to not rock and to use those lateral glutes. If you rock, you're not using the lateral glutes. So watch slowly, watch carefully, and see how I do it. I actually feel like I have it down, but pay attention and I'll add a couple little tips in there so that you can do these properly and really strengthen those glute med, glute min, and prevent
The glute imbalance injuries.
that you hate. Let me show you the improper way to do these so you can kind of compare. Hope that makes sense to you now. So this next exercise is one that I've been working on because it will help me with a recent injury that I've been dealing with. I mean, it's actually a chronic thing that I've been dealing with that happened because of hyperextension of the big toe and because my extensors are too strong. I've shared this before, but this exercise helps me keep my metatarsal on the ground while I'm running. It cues this part of the foot to stay down on the ground instead of rolling. So I will show you this exercise. It's tricky, it's fun and challenging, and the goal is to not let the band snap. Let's do it. So as you can see, that is not an easy task, and
I can make it harder if I want.
but I'm going to stay consistent with this one for a while, and then I'll take the next step up. Oh, and to let you know, a lot of times I will do that before a run, and I did today, just to kind of remind the right muscles and tendons to work and to remind my foot not to roll when I'm running. So that is pretty much my post-run routine. I have some things that I actually do at night as well, because sometimes I don't want to do it all at once.